Hello YouTube. Today I'm doing a quick video review about some old vintage wrestling toys I have. Well, the toys are old and vintage, but I never had them as a child. I just recently bought these three, mostly because of nostalgia. You see, when I was a kid I never had these figures, and whenever I watched wrestling I was always a little bit jealous of those little kids in the crowd having all those wrestling action figures with them. So I figured I would give these guys a try, and I'm going to introduce them individually, and I'm starting with Ultimate Warrior because I think he's the funniest one. You see, this version of Ultimate Warrior has this action feature. When you press his head, he moves his arms. His feet or lower legs can go inside, and that triggers a mechanism inside, so he can do this. Obviously this is meant to be a punching action, but this one looks to me like a dance, and for some time I couldn't figure out what it reminds me of, but then it hit me. This looks completely like the dance that Johnny Bravo does at the start of the show.
Do the monkey with me! Come on! Hey there, baby! Yeah, whatever.
And I think it is really funny. So this is the Johnny Bravo dance here. The figure itself is like a goofy caricature of the actual wrestler. He has his trademark strings dangling on the boots, and also here up on the arms, like he did real life. He has his face paint, of course, and the big grin on his face. In terms of articulation, the head cannot move, legs cannot move, only the arms can rotate, but they are like on these springs, so you don't have many possibilities with them. Also, if you move an arm, for example, if you move this arm down, the leg goes in and out. Also here. Well, of course you can move it if you want to, but I'm kind of afraid that I would break something. If you force it all the way around, you will hear a click, and then the arm stays down. And after that, it does the motion like this, but I like it better this way, so I'm just having it this way. So this was Ultimate Warrior. I have here, and I know that there's another version of Ultimate Warrior out, one in a white outfit with both hands up in the air, and I guess that kind of has some kind of throwing action, but unfortunately I don't have that one. So this is the only figure I have of Ultimate Warrior. I have Hulk Hogan. And when you open his arms, he does this spring-loaded punching action, which is more like a grabbing action. So you can use, for example, another action figure, and you can sort of grab him and then throw him in a suplex or something like that. So I guess this was meant for that. It works quite well. It doesn't. This figure aged pretty well. It's in a great condition. Of course, this one is also like a caricature of Hulk Hogan rather than the actual likeness. I really like the T-shirt he has on. It's got some nice details. Also in the back, it's ripped like he used to wear it in the 80s. The legs don't move, and this is the only possibility you have here. Last but not least, I have Undertaker. Undertaker has always been one of my favorites, and I really like his 80s look, although it hasn't changed that much right now. He looks kind of like this too. His head does not rotate. I think it's because of the hair. It's made out of really hard plastic, and it looks as if it should move, but it's not moving. The hat is not removable, of course, and you can rotate this arm, which is conveniently posed in the choke slam position, so you can just choke slam your figures too with him. But his main action feature is your standard He-Man punching action. You can move his arm in and out, so if it's out, then he can give a clothesline, and if it's in, he can give a punch. In terms of posability, the legs don't move, and yeah, the only thing that moves is this arm that goes around. I really like this face. They try to capture this menacing look of the 80s Undertaker, and I think they did a really good job here. I really like this figure. So this was my quick review about the Hasbro early vintage 80s wrestling toys, and I hope you liked it, and stay tuned for some more. Bye bye.